Welcome to the Motley Croc Show. We've been gone for 2 weeks. We've had a lot going on, a lot of things going up and down, sideways and ins and out. It is 3/26/26. So we're going to have a pretty good show tonight. I'm going to start bringing up the lineup. Let's start with everybody. We've got some people coming in and out here. Let me start with Justin Stoll. Can you not hear me, Jay? Really? Nobody can hear me now? What?
I got nothing. Let me see if it's on my end.
I
got
you.
nothing.
I hear you. Get weird.
Get weird.
All right.
Can you hear me,
I got Brittany.
I can hear.
I can hear you, Troy.
Okay.
I don't have
Everybody
Troy.
can hear me, but
I don't have
you
Dave.
can hear Brittany. Tell him.
I do have Brittany.
I have Brittany. I have everybody.
Dave, welcome to the
And
show.
I don't have
Cliff.
Savage.
Thank you,
And
thank
All
you.
right. I'm going to leave and come back.
You should not got the savage.
Anthony
Everybody needs a
Romani,
savage.
What's up, my friend?
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We're good.
Good.
Around. We got him jumping all around. Brittany, I don't see you, but I hear you. Huck's gonna come back. Every time we work with Huck, there's something
You don't
going on.
see me.
I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to tell him to update his phone. Like, I know that he probably doesn't know how to do that yet, but he's not tech savvy, but we're gonna get him there.
That's okay.
We're definitely gonna get him there.
Eventually.
Yes.
So Savagely Loud, how have you been, dude?
I got no complaints. How you guys been, man?
Good. I'm
Great.
looking forward to touching into some of the stuff that we're getting into and all that work you've been putting into everything.
Oh yeah,
Welcome back, Justin.
We're good. My apologies. I don't know what happened. I can hear Brittany, but maybe they just said Brittany was the only one.
I actually don't see Brittany at all.
I don't see Brittany
can hear
either.
her.
I don't
Nobody
either.
sees Brittany, but I don't. I'm gonna remove her and bring her back and see if I can bring her back in.
Hello, puppets. How are all my peoples?
Brittany's not popping in there. Brittany, I don't see you on film, buddy.
That's so strange. I'm on this side.
And can anybody else see you?
Nope.
No.
Brittany, check your camera because nobody can see you.
Are you in the dark?
I'm not. Help find me.
Marco.
All right, we're gonna jump in the comments.
Look
And how have you
for
been,
me.
man? You've been busy. Why don't you touch base on some of that while Brittany works out some quirks?
Yeah, we've been doing awesome things with Built to Eat. We're just super busy with that, and then we're holding a lot of events at the store pretty much every week. So it's been good. It's been busy, and along with friends and family coming into town.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have been busy. I've noticed that too. And you guys got a lot going on there, but the store looks like it's killing it, dude.
Yeah, it's doing great, dude. It's such a community-based hotspot. Like, it's just amazing.
I think that's great because everybody seems to go down there. And Huck's going to be down soon, so we're going to get down there and come hang out with you a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Howdy, Tony.
Howdy.
What's up, Tony?
So we got a lot. I'd like to touch on some stuff that we got going on now, and we have some things coming up at Savage. Why don't you tell us a little bit, man? We've been putting together what do we got going on?
Oh, dude, we got the killerest news show that's ever going to hit the internet.
Savage.
Is that what you're talking about? Because
Yeah, I am, and I want to hear it because I know there's a lot to it, and yeah, we've been doing a lot, and you have been doing a lot of work with it, so you should definitely introduce it.
oh,
What's up,
dude,
Andy?
it's somebody said something.
I can't hear my guy. What's up, everybody?
Who
What's up,
can't
Doug?
you hear?
Who can't you
Nobody
hear?
here?
I can't hear Savage. I got everybody but Savage.
I hear
What?
Savage.
I hear him.
Oh no.
Savage's eyes.
Like, me?
Boy, we're getting a lot of comments. People are coming in. I'm surprised we don't see Brittany either. That's really.
Do I need to leave and come back? Does Brittany need to leave and come back?
I can leave and come
Huck,
back.
let me ask you something, Huckleberry. When's the last time that you've updated that phone?
Did it.
Well, I thought iPhones were like one of those like smart things that does it themselves.
If you set up auto updates, a lot of people
My
don't like
my dad is in here, so all the guys say hi to Dad.
Hi,
Hi,
Bob.
Dad.
There he is.
What's up? What's up?
There
Hi,
he
Pop.
is.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's so
Pops.
cool. Yeah, he
What's
only said
that?
hi to you, Anthony, though. That's okay.
No.
You're special to him. We're not special. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, you have to go in and set that stuff up. You gotta boot it. I think a lot of times if you don't have your stuff up to date, that'll happen to you. Because the software constantly updates. I mean, it seems to be like every 3 weeks or so it starts to update again. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. But you have to set it. You have to set it.
Okay, so what would you like for me to do now? How do I
Well,
fix it?
you'll have to do it later.
Okay. So
I'll tell you what. Huck,
I'll
Huck,
read your lips, Savage. Whisper
Huck.
sweet nothings to me, brother.
Hey, Huck, I'll walk you through it. All right, I'll tell you how to be able to update that phone. My cat says, pss, 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 pss. Meow 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 meow.
Yeah, but that kind of sucks. But anyways, Well, you can't now. Well, he can't hear you. So, Justin, if you want to pop out and pop back in, Savage, we can all hear him, so he can start talking to us. Cliff can tell us what we got going on. He just
Dude,
said,
we're this is the super group, man. Like we're all coming together, all walks of life, all mentalities and perspectives. We're gonna put all the stupid bullshit away that we see every single day, and we're gonna talk about cool, fun stuff. We're gonna talk about mythological cryptids. We're gonna talk about murder mysteries, unsolved crimes. We're going all the way down. We're going all the way down every rabbit hole. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be called the Misfits of Myth.
I love that, dude. And we're gonna travel.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna do some more stuff. So Aunt and I started doing some work early on with my sister, and we went into a lot of places. There she is. We went into a lot. Hey,
Yay.
Brittany, glad to have you back.
Hey.
So we actually did. We took Aunt in, as I sent you guys the videos earlier, where Aunt was actually sitting on the bed, and we were doing a whole kind of investigation thing at the Ma Barker house, and the bed the whole bottom dropped out of the bed. You guys saw that, right? I put it into the message.
Yeah.
Were you able to see that, Dave? Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then the other one where he was like by himself, that's us deprivation. So he couldn't hear us. So he had this horn, and because Ant's kind of a sensitive to that stuff. So he's a little bit more in tune with it, whether he likes to be or not, he is. And what happens with that is he ends up like just drawing stuff in. And thank God it's usually good stuff and not bad. Huck, welcome back to the show.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
this
there
is
was-
smart.
There was, I think it was the May Stringer house where we were walking down the stairs and I was the last person behind everyone.
Yes.
And literally the entire time I was walking down the stairs, this was happening to the back of my neck. And I'm like, Troy, you need to go down the stairs because somebody's behind. And I was like the last one. And I'm like, because somebody's behind me touching my neck the entire time. You need to move.
Yeah, he was like pushing me down the stairs, I remember. Well, that was the place was cool because isn't that where Aunt, if I'm not mistaken, and Brittany would know this too, but isn't that where when they didn't have room, they would bury little body parts in the backyard or whatever there too, or something like that?
Yeah, so
wasn't there a doctor there?
Yeah,
wasn't there a doctor, like if he did an amputee, he would bury something there, wouldn't he?
The legs.
And Brittany knows a lot more probably about the May Stringer house than any of us in this panel, but it has been when was that house built? It dates all the way back to
it's the 1800s.
Early. Yeah.
And so throughout all those years and those times, there's been many things that have kind of taken up that building. So there was a doctor there at one point. There were families there at another point. I think there was like a governor or a mayor or the family of somebody who was super important. So it held many different lives, if you will. And so they're all kind of just there. Just like the woman who stands in that Victorian dress in the window, or she stands in the kitchen. We actually, Brittany and I kind of had an interaction, we think, with her in the kitchen because she kept going into the pantry and coming back out and going back into the pantry and coming back out. And every time Britt and I were around each other, we were like, again?
Yeah.
That had to be one of the most awkward things to feel that the whole time.
Well, now hang on a second, Huck. Huck did something I wouldn't do. We were in
shit.
Tombstone, and we went into one of the very first buildings built in Tombstone. What was it called? Do you remember, Huck? It was the courthouse, library. It was everything. I forget what it was.
Oh my God!
This staircase, Aunt. When I mean this staircase was this wide, straight up. I got about halfway up and froze. It was way too high for me. Huck forced himself up there.
I did.
But
it was
you want to
bad.
talk about
I got a fear of heights.
that place, dude. That place has been around since Wyatt Earp walked around in there and went to court in there. So Tombstone is one of the coolest places. I mean, there's some stuff out there. We will definitely be hitting that up. What's up, Vanessa? We will definitely be hitting that up for sure.
Yes, we will.
100%.
But we went to Boot Hill Cemetery, and that was something, man. That was really just to be in the presence of that area was something.
And again, Huck was talking shit to the other side.
He called me boy. And
now, hold on. Now, if we start going up into these houses, you can't be talking shit because we're not trying to get possession.
No. I don't want to be like that fucking Sixth Sense kid where I see fucking dead people all over the place. Yo, Huck, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
The fucker called me boy, Dave. He called me boy.
I would.
What did you call him?
I
Oh,
would be the same
This
way. I'd
is
be
the
like,
afterlife. They have no idea that they don't talk like us now.
How
well,
how do you-
they know now.
how
They
did you
know
expect to
now.
fight the ghost without without your dustbuster? Don't you need like some sort of vacuum cleaner or something? Hey man, I got
He said a dust buster. A dust buster.
Well, now imagine all of us together in that situation. Yeah, it's going to
I'm
be off
out.
the chain.
Yeah, but listen, guys, Boot Hill at night. We got to go in at night. Nobody really goes in there. We got some special passes. Brittany hooked us up. We also got to go into an old firehouse. Now, listen,
Yes.
I'll tell you a true story. We went to this firehouse. We went into this little town, and very quiet, in the middle of nowhere town. Remember that town name, Brittany? What was the name of that town?
Bisbee.
Bisbee, Arizona.
Bisbee.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We went to
So I
Bisbee.
called up, and the fire chief's like, "Oh yeah, the guys are over there." So we walk up into this old fire, but like this. They used to have horses below. That's how they used to fight fires, with horses and buggy. And there were these drop doors, and everything would drop down in. They would feed the horses, go upstairs. I went upstairs with Huck. I get about right in the doorway at the top of the staircase, and I got sick, like a panic attack. I'm like, why am I having a panic attack right now in front of everyone? I'm gonna fucking flip out and die in here,
Yeah.
right? And then Huck's like flush. He turns flush. So we're like ignoring it, right? And so we're talking. The guy's like, "Oh," and I go, "Listen, man, I gotta ask you a question. Is there like some sort of haunting in here? Because I got sick." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's so and so."
It's Frank. It's Frank.
Yeah. And they showed us his picture, and they said he's over here. He bangs on the door sometimes. He showed us where the lights get pulled out, and he especially goes. This is what he said to us. Now, I'm not saying that I agree with this, okay? But the guy told us that Frank does not like women and didn't want women in the firehouse. Period. So I guess he's more mean to the women that go in there, probably because it was way back in the day, and
There wasn't supposed to be none of that. Yeah.
right back in the day. So it was like a little bit different now, but it got real weird, and like we had those types. I didn't even know that. We didn't know anything about that. We were just visiting an old firehouse, looking at the cool shit, and everything was awesome until we got upstairs, and it was like really weird up there, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Sometimes these things are.
It got heavy. It got
Yes.
heavy.
It
'Cause
does,
even-
and that's the energy, man, that a lot of people don't experience. You got to be open to it. You know what I mean?
Why is it that these ghosts are never like cool dudes? Like you never like go upstairs to the attic and like enter a paranormal eyes wide shut party or anything like that. They're always clawing at you or kicking you down the stairs. Like what's going on?
I don't think those are always, I don't think those are or past lives. I think there's other entities that linger around.
Yes.
Ant and I were sitting at his table one night. True story. We thought Jimmy came home, but he didn't. And somebody said, "Anthony,"
Ooh.
like said that.
Ooh.
in the
No,
kitchen.
so we should tell everybody. By the way,
It's a bad idea.
so entities cling to me no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I can be
We see them all over Instagram.
We will,
Yeah.
Sean.
I could be in a house or out in my own house, and they just kind of are around all the time. I mean, there's sometimes where I'm like,
In his own house, though, I think sometimes, honest to God, I think that's your mother. Sometimes I really do. I think she's
100.
Just let you know she's there.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, we
Like
should
when we
actually go to St. Augustine. That would be a good one.
Yeah, we've done that. Brittany and I
They're
done
not
that, bro.
all mean, and I think that Brittany taught me that world a lot because I didn't know much about it, you guys, either. And you have to go in there kind of with an open mind to understand that, like, they're still kind of like we're in their space, so they're kind of still living the way that they did at the time that they passed. So we're kind of in their world, and they have no idea. They're probably confused. Brittany, if I'm wrong, you can, by all means.
I think
No,
we
but
had
I
a
also
topic
think,
like
I think
this.
you're right, but I also think that Brittany can touch on it more too. I think there's a thing called time bending. Okay,
Yeah.
The Others was a perfect example of that. And I
That's
think
what I
that
was going to say. You brought that up. The others.
when sometimes we cross dimensions, and they're still living in that dimension. They exist. I've been doing a lot of studies on like when you die, and they say that when you die, it's like you wake up in another dimension. Like it's not like this terrible thing or whatever. Like you go to bed, you wake up, and I got to go make coffee, but you're now you're in a whole different dimension. And so sometimes I think when we cross over some dimensions like that, I know it's very hard for people to have solid ideology on what they believe or their faith is. And with this type of work, you can have faith, but you also have to have an open mind and understand that we don't know everything because we're still functioning in a mortal body, right? So I've always believed that we are spiritual beings experiencing a mortal body. I do not believe that we're mortal. I think we're experiencing it. So you have to have an open mind, as Ant said earlier. But time bending, Brittany, get into that because that's a really cool concept. The kind of what you did for Jack Osborne when you and the Osbornes did that thing and you went and talked to him because of what they were seeing wasn't adding up. So get into that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so the theory of time bending or time slips have actually gone back to they've been reported back since the 17th century, but there's been a lot of reported from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, and they've been reported since then. That was like one of the studies that I really was fascinated with. What happens is that the past and the present will overlap at the same time because time is not linear. So it kind of comes if you imagine like a wave like the ocean. So what's happening is the ocean wave is coming up and touching the surface of the water again before it goes back. That is the two timelines touching. So that could last for maybe 60 seconds, could last for 2 seconds. So a lot of times when people have these encounters with these spirits that either see them and react to them or are on their own journey in the house or out and about doing their own thing, it's because that time that's slipping into our time, it's just kind of bleeding for a second. And sometimes it's close enough and open enough to where we can actually see and communicate with each other for a minute. Or it might just be faint enough to where we're looking through what looks like a veil, is why it's called the veil. So we're kind of looking into their world as they're looking into ours. So it's, if you look at it in this instance, it's basically saying that we're haunting them and they're haunting us. So we're both haunting each other and having this experience. And this has been documented through different paranormal journals over the years. There's one incredible case that I like to highlight a lot that came out of a castle where they were actually trying to investigate, trying to find if this woman still haunted the location. There were 4 investigators, all cameras, all EVP recorders were set up to record this session. They were all sitting down. They were asking the normal paranormal questions like, are you with us? Which I've changed my questions due to the fact that I don't believe that we're dealing with spirits. We're dealing with very living people at a different time. So they were asking different questions. And then they said, are you with us? And a woman's voice came through not only on all the devices, but also in the room and said, yes. And they're like, where are you? Immediately repeated back. This was recorded about, I want to say 20 years ago. She screamed, I'm here. Where are you? So it was almost like a scream, like, I'm terrified. I can hear people asking for me, but I can't see you. And it was fully documented on all recorders with all 4 of the investigators. And they were like, she's here, but in a different dimension. And then for me, looking at it from more of a quantum physics level of looking of time, space, and all of that, it more falls into a time slip or a time bend moment where both moments are captured at the same time. So the past was being haunted by sounds and voices, because if you've ever been in a building where you've heard boots on a wooden floor, but your house has tile, you're talking about an echo of the past that's present within your world, and you're both present at the same time. Or a door opening on its own. That's something that happened with us in Virginia City with Jack Osborne. I pretended as if I was a saloon girl trapped in a room, and something walked up and tried to open the door. So it heard me in there, but it couldn't actually, we weren't in the physical plane enough to get the door fully open and actually see the person, but we could hear them and see them jiggling the door handle.
So it's
Oh,
so it's like
That's
Interstellar
wild.
when he's banging on the other side of the timeline or the time wall or something,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's really well documented in science. It's a really great study.
Craig, you have to put that up because that's a good point. Maybe that's why you see large animals. You're all right, Ant. Large animals, UFOs, things like that, because,
Yes.
different times, right?
Right.
Yep.
But what I'd like to work with some of you guys with is I was unaware until we went to St. Augustine. We were investigating an area that was, I hate the word investigate because I just go in and hang out. I really don't like that word. I just don't like that word. But
We're just
we
chilling.
were in an area where they had no idea that this place was a jail in St. Augustine. They did not know this was a jail. So these people bought it to turn it back into like a hotel or whatever. And they started ripping up the floorboards and the walls. And when they pulled the walls out, all the bars were in there. They just covered them.
Oh,
So
hell.
on the floor from the 15th century, 1510 or whatever, the timeline 15 there, in here, names and stuff were all over the place. And Brittany and I had got into this corridor, and it goes. I mean, there's so much to this place
Mm.
where old coins start flying out of the ceiling. Like we have it. It's all I have it. It's all there. We have it all documented. You can see it. You can see it happen. We're in there with a person that had no idea. This older woman was with us. She had no idea what about any of it. Wasn't believing anything. And this thing came through the wall. Savage.
Oh wow.
Put its face through the wall, and I said, "It's right there." And you can see it. You can see this face come through the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's right there. She's like, "Oh my God!" And you can see it, right? So then these old coins are like throwing through, and there's this thing that starts happening, and you can't stay too long. And what I try to do is, and I really didn't realize Brittany was able to do it yet until that time, and I'll tell you why. So if you can meditate deep enough, you have to get into a deep meditative state. Not a lot of people can do it. It's taken me years to get to it. What happens to me is I start to feel like I'm falling forward, and then I no longer feel the ground. Okay. And then I see all these things moving around. Well, this big ass dude, like its outline comes up to us like right by my face, and Brittany goes, "Who is that? And why does he look like that?" So I realized she was next to me and with me on that side. So I'm in there and I'm like, I don't want to come out. So I'm going further and further in. And then we had a medium with us, and I felt he grabs my arm and he pulls me out of there, and he goes, "You can't stay in there too long like that. You're staying too long. You're going to rupture your organs and your insides. You're doing too much to your body. You cannot stay that long in that state because you'll ruin your body energy wise, because the energy that you're using, we're all energy. We know this. All of us here know this. So the energy that you're using, you'll start to feel sick." And then there's another scene in the room where you see the whole dimension change. Like you almost see just weird.
It was
like
like
you look into a weird
jellyfish.
glass.
It was weird.
Goes right into Marsha, that lady. Then she gets sick. Remember, she's like, "I'm going to throw up," and I'm like, "It just crawled into her."
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I go in protected, but then I come in the room and I walk in, and there's these 3 Native Americans standing in there, and I look over and I tell him, I go, "Dude, there's 3 natives standing over this bed. Like, this is crazy." He goes, "I see them." I'm like, "All right." So they were just looking they didn't move. They just looked. And I'm like, "This is amazing." So they were fully aware of what we were doing. And they were fully aware of it. Fully aware. Then this is the best part. True story. And Brittany, we have to send the video to them.
Oh, we have
We
it
didn't know
all
none of this.
documented. This whole
The
thing was
person-
this night was
The
insane.
person who owned that place was an older man, and he had a wife that had passed away. Well, after she passed away, Aunt, he starts banging these other girls. But we didn't know this.
Mm-mm.
So they stick me in a room like we do with you, because that's what I do. I go in and I try to pull them out. They put me in a dark room, and you can see me in there. I'm starting to sway, and I'm starting to just float, like I'm just moving. And then I go, "There's somebody around the corner. There's a woman around the corner here." I didn't know these other 2 girls were here. She came in, and I said, she's not from, she's a new entity. She's not from the
I
old
remember
days.
this.
And then the medium looks over and goes, "Oh yeah, he's mad at you." And I said, "Yeah, he doesn't like, well, who's ever on the side of this thing?" And then he goes, "Yeah, you slept with her husband. She's mad because you're sleeping with her husband too soon."
Mm-hmm.
She showed up out of pure anger, and those girls just came in to see what we were doing. She brought that with them. So she brought them with them because she was upset.
Dang, y'all women fight even after that.
That's why I'm just crawling in the box if my wife tries first.
Don't say women.
She was really
hot
mad
under
because
my
it was like,
blanket.
"I know you're doing stuff. Like, you 2 are using him. I know what you're doing." And they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, I don't like the way I feel. It's cold." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you're pissing him off. You pissed her off." But you can see it, and I can't see. I'm in a separate room talking about some entity on the outside of the wall on the staircase. I just knew was there. Because it's a whole different thing, and it sounds like water and stuff. And
It's a weird experience. Like
ever since I almost died that one time in the hospital for that, almost didn't come out, like really bad, like 12% chance. I'm in height. I'm a little more in height now, and I can actually do it a little faster than I used to be able to do it. So that was kind of a blessing. So really, I have no fear in dying. I don't want to go yet, but I have no fear in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because
Well, I've experienced the deprivation. What did I do that one time? Sound deprivation.
yeah,
Sensory deprivation.
and you were gone, like you were in a whole different realm.
It's called the Estes. So it removes all sound, all sight, and you're trapped within just the sounds of whatever comes in your head, which is spiritual conversation. And you're just talking because you can't hear what else is
communicate
going
on
on.
a level verbally on that level. You communicate with vibrations and thoughts. Totally different.
It's telepathic. That's been through different cultures. It's literally telepathic communication.
That woman walked me through the whole crime scene.
Yep.
I never
He,
seen
out of
no
nowhere, was
shit
not
like
left.
that in
We
my
just
in
sat
my
with
life.
him. He started crying.
Yeah, I saw the videos. Yeah, it was
He was like,
wild.
"Oh my god!" He was so upset.
Oh, I watched the
Like,
bed
I'm looking at
collapse.
this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
What-
that. I'm like, "That's it."
What was really cool is that Troy and we had already had our time there at the house, and then I didn't tell Aunt because Aunt did not want to know what our previous time there was, what we experienced. He wanted to go
Absolutely.
in and have his experience of himself, and I encourage everybody
That's
to
the
do that.
way.
That's how
So-
you do it.
Yeah.
100%. And so he had his Estes experience, and when he did that, he said exactly what I had said and what I had walked through when I was there last. So it was very interesting that we both had the same view of how she saw her children, what was going on, how it all went down. And it was very cool to have another person kind of validate that. Who
Well,
had
and
never
she
been
was
to the
being
property before.
so she was being silenced to me though,
Yeah,
because
it was.
there was another entity in that house that was suppressing the voices of those that were in the house, typically
Yeah.
who would probably speak. But she was like, she's looking at me and she's like showing me stuff, and she's like, and I'm like, what the like? I didn't know that there was somebody else that was suppressing her speech, but somebody was in there, and then we had decided that it was the jackal for sure, because he had
Oh, for sure.
been fucking with me. Yeah, he'd been fucking with me for 2 houses.
Fuck that
Yeah.
jackal, dude.
And do you
I'm
remember
not even
that-
gonna deal with him.
You remember that old hanger? That one
And
time
well, that's when we called it quits, because
it
then we
just
were
appeared. It
hangers
appeared
were
out
being
thin
thrown
air
out of the
and landed
closet.
right
I
out of the
said,
middle of nowhere.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Like literally thrown at us from the closet across the
Yeah.
room. I said, goodbye. I'm out of here now.
Nobody
Bye-bye.
was in there. We went
No.
in, turned the lights on, went in there. There's not a soul, but that thing flew out, boom, and the aunt was like, "We're done."
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it because to me, I could sit in there and the whole walls can fall on me. I absolutely love being on that side because there's no other feeling. And my house is like this. There's a few in my house.
He ain't, he
Oh,
ain't
I
lying.
love your house. Listen, dude is cool though. Dude is
Yeah.
so cool.
I can't wait to see it. I've seen it on
I
video.
call him Hank because
Yeah,
he always
so-
messes with me and does shit, and he's just here. But he's
He
peaceful.
messes with me. He messes with me, but he is not mean.
Okay,
Hank's
good
like
to
a
know.
messenger.
That's the kind of
Anytime.
intel I need to know. All right, don't let baby daddy roll into nothing.
I really have it, and a lot of people, I love it because people are like, oh, and I've had people come with family or other friends, and they're all like, I don't believe in that sort of thing, and that's okay. You don't have to. You can have any imaginary friend you want, but you don't believe in ghosts. So at the end of the day, it's okay with me because I know exactly what I'm doing. So
Yes,
when
exactly.
they're here, I like when they do stuff, and then people are like, what was that? I'm like,
Enjoy.
people are like, because they're welcome, and I collect artifacts from all over the places I go. So I have
Yeah, he
diaries and
Bro,
stuff
when
that-
I come to your house and you wake up in the morning, I am laying on the couch downstairs with the music playing in the background in complete peace. And Hank does be walking around that living room too. I'm just letting you know. But
I'm telling you,
I just
the
let
reason
him
I
do
leave
his
the
thing
they
because
get
he don't
mad if
mess with nobody.
They get upset if I don't leave the music on consistently.
I know.
That if you leave it too quiet and you don't have a constant flow of music, which I use a very low, like either a smoother jazz music or a smoother like alternative like wave synth wave.
Absolutely.
No, very acidy. Very
No, it's
smooth,
like a
very
great
quiet.
80s classic.
Very quiet. I don't do that, and they like that. There's a video in my house where there was some songs playing they didn't like, and I was looking
Oh yeah.
on my camera, and I'll send it to you guys. I have it. Security cameras. All of a sudden, you hear something go, I don't like this. And the chair gets grabbed, thrown across into the wall. My lemurs go up to the window like this with their eyeballs to try to see it. I almost killed myself coming down the stairs to get to my nephew. What the fuck's going on? I run down. I'm like, look at this. And I saved it all. I went back and I pulled it all off my security camera. That chair just goes, boom, boom, out of nowhere. Just pulled out from under the table. Period. Nobody's
What
in
the
there. You can see
heck
it.
were you listening to?
Nothing. I don't know. It's just music.
They
And
didn't like the
it.
song.
We ain't doing that
Like
again.
the song.
And sometimes it'll be a perfect state of mind, and you'll meditate out, and I'll actually hear what I feel is past energies. Like I'll hear a woman say, "Honey, bring the kids down. The presents are ready." I've heard that 3 or 4 times now.
You know what I love about all this? is while we were talking about things that had nothing to do with anything that this person came in here just for a tantrum, all on their own, a grown human came in here and like, fuck Donald Trump. And I was like, there's like half of the people here that don't even like him. They're like in here they're throwing their shoes everywhere and nobody's paying attention. I just had to know, have a good day, honey. I'm so sorry that you're so upset. Get a popsicle.
I love that. I'm not
My
even, you know
favorite-
what? I don't even look at
My
that
favorite
stuff.
is Vanessa is like, this show's not about that. Okay, move on. Anyway, we're talking about ghosts.
Yeah, that's because they-
I know, but
I don't even comment.
I was just like, what is so
It's
yeah,
funny
that's
to me
because I'm
because
only
people
putting
can't
up
get
the
past
important
that.
ones.
That's
I'm not
the new-
seeing any comments, so.
Yeah.
That's the
Wait,
new-
honey, you're working on you got a what is that boost you got?
Oh, burns, boosts. Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna remember this shit. I'm gonna remember this.
I'm just fucking with you,
I
bro.
got the i17
Boost.
Pro Thug Things on this ran on Boost Mobile, dude.
But I'm looking forward to a lot of this
Oh
stuff
my
because
gosh.
I think when you guys get to experience a little more too, and I'm a lot like Dave said, I'm in it. I'm in it to go in and be there because
Yeah.
me too. I really enjoy seeing that stuff because I've already done so many other crazy things in my life that this is an example of something that you really have no control over, and it's just fun to see. It'd be
Yeah.
like if we were on someplace in Indonesia and a dinosaur walked up on us. Like, how
Right.
cool is that, dude? Like, I mean, like it's just you can't.
You know
explain
what's
it,
cool? You know what's cool about it is there are a lot of people that I understand why they wouldn't. You have to kind of, I mean, a part of you has to want to welcome this also.
Yes.
There's a lot of people that close that world off, and it might be because they're like, this is stupid, or this is scary, or whatever. But if you just go in with an open mind, whether you believe it or not, and just give it a chance, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think that the energy is so heavy in some of these places that it's undeniable. And and listen, there's people that they're more prone to than others. I mean, they always come up to me for whatever reason.
So let me ask you guys, okay, when it comes to ghosts, okay, so well, first and foremost, so when my daughter was born, she was born in 2005, and we ended up having fucking people over at the house. She had her nana brought her to meet some Sylvia medium lady and all this because so when she went over to Nana's house, everything was fine. And then she went in the basement, and then she went into the basement once and then flat out refused to go in the basement. Everybody thought it was just like, it's like kids don't like the basement,
I was afraid of the basement.
Well, then she started, like, Nana was like, no, let's go down to the basement. I'll show you it's safe. That whole thing. She's little.
Yeah.
She bursts into tears and starts screaming. She goes, I don't want to be by him. I don't want to be by him. Well, come to find out, her Nana's brother had died many moons before. Nobody ever talked about him because he was kind of the black sheep of the family. All this other, I think it was her brother, but he had died years and years ago. And she's like, well, who is it? And she goes, I don't know. I don't like him. And I don't like, he just tells me to call him Daryl. That's her brother's name. There's no pictures in
kids are
any of the family's
receptive.
house. Nothing. So I had to talk to them.
They don't know not to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to talk to some people even back then. But my question is, because like all this conversation has got this one, ghosts, like I've heard that they are located in, like, they can be located in just one certain area of the house. They don't always roam all over the place. Like, is that true?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Cause I've got this thing at my house that's weird. Like, all the cats I've had, and some of them are dead now, they all look at one corner in my basement and they'll just stand there and fucking one corner of the basement. There's nothing there. But it's only that corner of the whole house. The rest of the house they're fine.
Or it's an access area. If you
Great.
want to have a really good time, take two
Great.
mirrors. Take two
It's like
mirrors
I was gonna say the two mirrors.
Oh fuck.
and face them together
Yeah, make a
and try
portal.
what you can bring in or out of that circle.
Mm-hmm. And then
Well,
document.
but that's a problem. See, that's like saying get in a race car never having driven before and just mat the gas. You'll be fine. I don't know
But
what
you
to
would
do
do
with
it.
a
Let me
tub.
also say this.
But you would do the race
If
car.
your head starts spinning tomorrow, I'm out of this whole situation.
Okay, the thing is, let's get in. Let's Brittany, like let's talk about the homunculus.
There you
Oh,
go.
perfectly formed miniature human being.
The homunculus is
Mm.
when a lot of people come together and they bring something to life. Okay, it's just the way it goes. Now, you can manifest something into reality. A lot of people have experiences with shadow people, right? I know you've all heard of the term shadow people. Now, deep studies with deep mediums and further on in shamans, etc., etc. Shadow people are not really an existing entity from a former human or even a demon. They are shed trauma, right? So if there's severe trauma inside of a home, inside of a family dynamic, these traumas get shed and they become an entity. So
Oh,
people will
wow.
see them, and a lot of times they'll be stuck in an area waiting for someone else to latch onto. So you really have to do a lot of like spiritual cleansing, and I'm not just talking about burning incense and doing the stuff they do on TV or
Sage
Mhm.
I'm
rituals.
talking about you really need to meditate. You really have
So
to go
true.
in, and you really have to be guided, and you really have to understand how to purify your soul when you're done. Because I it's very hard to do with some people because they're very closed-minded about things, and no matter what you do, it's all energy and it has to be cleaned. I mean, a lot of people, it's in cleaning the spirit is very common even in a lot of religions as well, right? So the origins come from somewhere, from beyond some of the younger religions and beyond of cleaning
Brittany,
your
can you
spirit.
block this troll that's like going after me?
Who is it?
It's in the
He's-
comments.
Yeah, he keeps.
Who is he?
fucking-
What's his name? What is it?
Dieter Loran is that guy?
Yeah, Dieter
How the hell are
Loran.
y'all seeing comments?
I just
bet
found
that
him.
I'm not.
Update,
better than I'm
update,
not.
Huck.
That guy there.
Update,
I did
Huck.
update. I did. But
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I literally ran in and software updated immediately. It does it every night, all the time. I see it. It's on auto, so I watch it all the time. But yeah, I did it anyway.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
letting-
mirrors.
For me, it's like let them say whatever they want. I'll only highlight the ones that matter to us. That's what I'm doing. So say whatever
I know,
you
but it's like it's bullying at this point. I think
True.
that mirrors hold a
Oh,
lot of
there's a
stories.
comment.
Well, here's a fun part, right? So when you
Thanks,
look
Nick.
at mirrors, so there's a certain part of history when mirrors no longer used minerals because they just didn't need them anymore within the crystals, right? For reflection. So there's depths of glass that have all these different types of minerals. That's why, like way back in the day, they used to say, don't take a bath and basically have like electronics near the water because if they fall in, all of the minerals in the water make a conductor and connect energy from one end to the next, then frying you in the middle. Okay. So there are mirrors from the 1800s that have the same type of minerals that can conduct energy. And when they're charged, they then can capture things, much like quartz crystals and limestone. So that's why a lot of older mirrors can record and capture things and embed them within the glass and keep them. So in like even Catholicism back in the day within exorcisms, because I actually wanted to be an exorcist, is that you would use a mirror to trap the demon, and then the demon would be forever trapped in that mirror, and they'd either shatter it or they would take it and then they would cover it. So he was trapped in like his own version of his own hell, and they would remove it from the home. So
it's
mirrors
like
hold
a-
like a deep, yeah. So I never, ever will ever for myself. That's just for me. I don't ever want to buy an old mirror just because I don't know what could be living inside
agree
of it
with that.
that is now in
like,
the
like
house.
Candyman with that old mirror.
I love
Oh,
Right
I
now,
buy
see, but
all
Troy
the
has
time.
some cool vintage mirrors, and he does have one in his hallway that I have taken pictures in, and I have seen things in them. So I know that some of his probably do have attachments. However, doesn't mean that they're all bad. Sometimes they can also capture good energy too, like somebody that really enjoyed. There's a lot to it. Like there's a lot, but I've always been like, I don't know.
well, there
Like,
was a true. I don't know if the mirror part of this was true, but there was like a serial killer where there was a mirror. Where he killed multiple people in a house, and there was a mirror that was in that room, or something, and so somebody ended up getting the mirror at another point and said that it just wasn't good. Like there was a lot of bad things that were happening.
Yep. That happens a lot. That actually, there's a documented case even with the Warrens that had a mirror that was like that as well.
Maybe it was the Warrens.
Didn't they
Yeah.
just do a new movie on that one too with that mirror? I believe I just
They-
saw that.
They did. It was their final. The sad part is they didn't do enough justice, I think. I know they were trying to end the saga and kind of do a nice little farewell for the finale of the Warrens.
Mhm.
But that story itself of that particular mirror and the cases
I
that
didn't-
followed that mirror is absolutely
I didn't know
insane.
we were all doing red. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not.
I'm not red.
I just realized everyone's doing red. How do I?
I'm in a garage, bro. I mean,
We'll go way red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when
I
it
started-
comes to honestly, when it comes to the paranormal, there's so many things that you kind of branch off into. It's like in parapsychology, we learned very early on that poltergeist activity is actually from us, our energy.
that movie
We
scares the
create
shit
our
out of me.
own frequency in our house, and it can sometimes be violent in the sense of like doors opening, things flying across the room, stuff like that. Like it's actually within the frequency and
Man, we're
energy of
good. Look.
ourself.
What's
Ant.
what's about what about
I
the
turned mine to
that
purple for you, Ant. I'm purple now.
about the
I
notion
just don't
that
know.
I just went red. What about the
I'm sorry?
notion that your own trauma, past trauma, can manifest as like this as an entity of some sort that follows you around? I read that somewhere a while back that
Yeah.
can happen.
That is true. That's a theory, and they've also claimed that when you die, it stays where it was, where you last were, and basically tries to attach to the next person, or it's
Oh,
forever
I hope I had
unattached
enemies.
across. Like, and the thing is sometimes it can take the image and the version of you.
Oh,
because
I
it
hope I
was
die
you
at an
for
enemy's
so
house.
long. So, like, there's reports of that. Like, it will actually take on the skin of what it once was created from, if that makes sense.
Oh, somebody's in for a wild ride when I croak.
I wouldn't want to
You're
be
gonna be haunting the
I wanna
shit
be
out of me.
Get me out of my house.
I
I did,
wish-
guys. I had a squirrel moment. I'm sorry.
You're so
I do
you're
it all
so
the time.
cute.
He's like, what was that?
Yeah,
Aunt, you're so cute. Like,
a couple
squirrel.
months ago, I had this one experience when my mom passed, and I was at the bed when she took her last breath, and I felt a hand, like something on my side, and then as soon as she took her last breath, everybody's in the room, and all of a sudden we heard 3 loud knocks, and it was just like, and we're all in this room. We're like,
I remember you telling me about that.
like, what the fuck was that?
You called me fucked up about that. Like y'all were fucked
Yeah.
up about that.
Yeah, I was
like
pretty
ain't no
fucked
other way to put it.
Yeah,
That's-
'cause
that- I believe
couldn't
that.
explain it. It was just
Mhm.
like, wow. And then when I was sitting at her, I was still holding my mom and stuff, and you can just feel that energy. Just like
Yeah.
when I was holding her, it was like, ooh, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but was it a bad energy, Dave? Like, or did you feel good about it?
You know, I was when my dad passed, it like fucked me up so bad for so many years, and then like after that moment, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. I mean, it's not a bad feeling. It wasn't a bad one, but it was just like all that I had since 2016 was just like gone. Like all that anxiety that I was having, that anger I
So you
was
think
having.
maybe she just took it out of you on her way out?
Yeah, took it with her.
Something. It was very weird because I've always been in tune with that side for so long because my mom was, and a lot of like my sister and stuff like that. So it was like, yeah, it was just, but having that happen at that moment, it was because I mean, when my dad passed, I was at my dad's side when he took his last breath, and I was at my mom's side when she took her last breath. So it was just like,
Wow, you got both of them on the way out.
Great.
Well, at least it was good that you were there. Some
It
people
sounds
don't
like
even
she-
get that.
Yeah.
It sounds like she took some of your burdens with her, and the knocks were to let you know that she's okay and she's there still.
yeah. Well, we ended up having because we had the mirrors and all that stuff. So I ended up going back there and covering the mirrors and all that stuff, and just like so this way, get rid of all if there was anything negative in there.
Did she say anything about me before she
My God.
She said that
Like,
she
don't
didn't
hang
want
out
to.
with Cliff.
go find Cliff?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and hell, even in my house right now, like where I live, like we can just me and the wife, we can be sitting in the living room watching TV. All of a sudden, we just hear like upstairs. Like we never go up to the because we got like this tri-level, and we never go to the upstairs. And we always hear these loud like knocking and banging up there and all that stuff. We're just like,
Oh, I would go up there either.
oh, I go up there all the time. It's just
I go
like,
up there with a
what's-
vacuum cleaner and a sledgehammer. Whether it's living or dead, it's out of here.
Fucking A.
I could walk in certain parts of my house and I just get that, like you can feel like the goosebumps and the hairs rising and all that stuff. Even when I go out.
But I mean, what else the history on that house?
We bought it brand new, but we live on concept.
So
We
you
got
guys have
conservation.
caused the haunting. Cool. For the next
Now, the
couple
what ground was it built on? What ground was it built
You
on?
did
Though?
this.
I'm not
That's
sure. I
true.
was doing some research into that, but I wasn't able to really figure it out. But I know, I mean, this was
Pet cemetery
farmland
grounds.
and stuff like that for a long time. But we're butted right up against conservation. So I mean, who the hell
Is there an
knows?
old cemetery on your land or anything? Old burial ground, Native American, nothing like that?
No.
I mean,
I don't think any of that matters, to be honest with you.
No, I've been in a lot of crazy houses and stuff like that from previous work where you just walk in there and it just like you want to get the hell out of there because you just get that like it's something's telling you like get the fuck out.
So how would you explain an entity being attached to a new property?
Ooh.
Well, the only thing I can think of is some of the places I've been to. Like I've been
Not
to
you or them. How would you, Troy, Brittany?
How would I do what?
How would you explain? How would you explain an entity being attached to something that's new?
Because-
A property that no one's
I'll tell
lived
you a lot of
in.
things because people pick
That's
up stuff like coins. They may have an old set of tools. They could have got
Okay.
something from someone else. They could have brought something that something's attached to.
Could have had
That
Grandpa's
energy was
hammer
attached
and a
to. Could
bucket
be
or something.
anything. Yes. Could have been something that when they were building the house, somebody had
Ooh,
left there.
Jessica.
Somebody could have
Girl.
slid something down into the wall. You have no idea. So you really have to get to the bottom of it. I mean, if he bought it brand new, then we have to look at outside things that come in. You know what I mean?
And sometimes just because they say it's a new development or these houses are new, you also have to understand that within contracting, they're going to use sometimes older parts from other houses that they're tearing
Mhm.
down or different other things. There's also when people transport rocks in, those rocks and the limestones, limestone itself holds a
Ah,
ton of
shit.
energy.
Yeah,
So you
it
never
does.
really know what you're actually bringing in. Like people,
Savage just had his light bulb moment.
Like,
I can't fucking
people-
have anything because everything has ghosts in it.
no, but no, but like, I mean, there are areas where like energy does embed into things, and it depends on if it's positive or negative energy. So it's those.
Oh my
things
God,
that come
Lynn, that
within-
happened to me with my mom.
Yeah.
That happened to
you're-
me
you're
with my
okay.
mom. 100% same.
We've all been there,
same.
Lynn. All of us. I remember
Yeah.
shortly after my grandmother passed away.
After and years later. So it's not like a news. It's like it's
This
very
is crazy,
significant.
Aunt, because when I was young, I would go upstairs and stuff, and because that one house we lived in Colorado, there was definitely some shit in there, right? So in the basement was horrible. So I would always go upstairs because I felt better sleeping by my grandmother upstairs on the couch. So I'd sit in this love seat thing or whatever, and I'd kind of sleep. She would come behind the love seat all the time, and she would like put her hands across my chest and lean down. How are you doing? You okay? Always, like lean down around the chair. Like you go behind someone, you give them a hug. On
Yeah.
the chair. Well, shortly after my grandmother had died, I woke up in the middle of the night and like this image of of her outline was in front of me, and I could kind of see things. And it was 3 a.m. I still have the call. I text my mom. I said, I think Grandma just came here. I explained what she was wearing, but I would have no idea because I didn't get to bury her. My mom and Brittany buried her, and they went and bought the clothes, but nobody told me what she was wearing. So she showed me herself. She showed me she was good and everything was good. I already know that. And then about a month later, I was sitting with my grandfather downstairs because he came to stay with me for a little while, And I don't think he spoke for like 30 days. When my mom told my grandfather that she had gone, they were together, 70 years or so. And he didn't even talk. He just put his hand up to her. I remember I was sitting there. He put his hand up and he didn't talk. And my mom was worried. And so the doctor said, no, sometimes that type of trauma shuts them down and they have to process it because it's been through something so long. That's something that young people don't understand.
Mm-mm.
The older you get,
I
the more
think
closer
he-
you are to mortality and spirituality, you understand it a little more. I really believe this. And I was sitting down there with him, and my grandfather dozed off, and it was her, but came behind me, and like I felt it pull me to the chair and hug me, and then release me. I will never forget that because it was so there, and it so happened, and I was not scared. I figured I knew who it was. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
for example, when you're talking about I have something upstairs, like over here, I've got some comic books that a friend of mine gave me when his father passed away. His father had a huge collective of comic books and things, and he gave me a couple, that were just, nothing like super valuable, but really cool,
Right.
And I think that energy stays with those things.
Yeah, because
Right?
somebody loved
Maybe
it.
they come to see their stuff, or maybe they come. We don't know. I can't explain it. When someone says to me, I'm like, I don't know. You all right there, Aunt? You hearing stuff? It's probably a fish. You live on the water. It just jumped out. So
He's so fidgety right
yeah,
now.
you got.
I'm
I
gonna
think this
tweak
is
it
going to be
too.
this is going to be a really exciting thing because we're going to really be getting into this, and I think
Yeah, we are.
especially now Dave's had experience with that, and we've all had this. Now it's going to be different. It's going to be a different scenario. It's not going to be like a loved one. You're gonna feel that trauma, and sometimes you get hit sometimes emotionally, like you just went through it.
Mhm.
Right? And you don't realize why you're so upset or why you want to cry as a grown man because you get hit with that emotion. Emotion's a real thing, man. And sometimes that happens and you got to really get your head clear to get in there and do it. I look forward to doing that stuff, especially with Savage and Huck because, it's so different to them too. Like he's like, I don't like that. When something
Yeah.
flies around the room or he hears it
I think
go
it's
bang,
neat
he's like,
because
listen, dude, I know his instincts to go boom.
well, I think it's neat because you and I've done things together. You and Brittany have done things together. We've all had experiences, but now we're about to bring them all together at the same time, and that's going to be
That's a
wild.
lot of
That's gonna be
energy.
wild.
That's a
really wild.
lot of energy that's going to attract a lot of
see
stuff.
2 little puffs of smoke where my shoes used to be because I'm out of there.
No, you won't. I'm gonna hold you there, bro. I'm gonna hold you
Hold
there.
on, man. Y'all supposed to be the strong ones. Me and Ant are out. We're like Shaggy and Scooby up in this motherfucker.
I
Dude,
think,
we
I
are
think at the end of it, I
gone.
think Dave
Did Huck just make an
Brittany's out there, but
announcement?
Dave gets it. So you got to wait it out, man. It's that what's
Yeah.
around the
Yeah,
corner,
you gotta-
and you got to wait it out because
I handle it pretty well though.
you do
You know-
really well.
I would
Sometimes
have
you
ran though.
misinterpret-
I would have
some
freaked
things
out
are
with that
misinterpreted,
bed. With
that's
that
all I wanna
bed,
say.
Well, I've done a lot of like I took about a year and a half where I did a lot of energy work, just to
Right.
kind of help like what stuff that that I've been carrying, generational energy and stuff like that. And one of the things I've learned is that for some reason I absorb it. I absorb a lot of energy a lot of the times, and it just naturally comes to me. So like where I work at in Milwaukee, I go to bad neighbors and stuff like that, and I just start feeling like crap and just the anxiety starts kicking in. It's like, okay, then I have to start like thinking of things to kind of get me out of that moment, whether it's listen to nature, listen to the birds, listen to the wind, stuff like that to help get me out of that moment. But it's just like it's really crazy, but it's a lot of fun. I don't,
That's really cool, and it's also
Mhm.
that you found a way to purify it for yourself.
yeah. I only found
know.
that because when I was going through the doing that healing, the person I was doing this with, she's like, when those moments start happening, try to focus on the stuff that like nature and all that kind of things. Like listen for the birds, and it'll help pull you out of that. And it's worked wonders.
Can you make friends with ghosts?
That's
Like,
amazing.
like depending on your attitude. Like, if I walked in there, like, let's say, somebody's super nice, and they walk in there, and the ghosts don't like him, but I'm an asshole, so they're like, "Hey, I like your style, bro." Like, can that happen
Can that
based
be
on
done?
actual energy and personality?
Of course. Of
Really?
course. I think a lot of times it's like I said, a lot of it's misinterpreted. Sometimes it's just communication. And we always think with fear first because since we were small children, we've been told that monsters aren't real, ghosts aren't real, aliens aren't real. There's only one thing and it's this or that, and that's it.
no
And
monster.
What's up? And I think the problem is that we have to go back to that childlike mind.
I agree.
Like when people get really old, they say, "Oh, they're just getting senile." I think their brains now are getting a little more open, like they were when they were young, and they turn back into children.
That's why elderly people drive chartreuse cars. Like, as weird as that is, like elderly people drive chartreuse cars. Like, it's like I'm getting wild again. Like, I'm gonna go colorful. I'm gonna go bright and loud because I want to be a kid again. It's totally understandable.
Yeah. I think we all have lost our childhood wonderment, honestly. Becoming adults, we lose that fun innocence of being okay. That's why a lot of kids
Yeah, like because we're taught we're
so
not allowed to
much.
be children.
Right.
I never got to be a kid, really.
What she's referencing there, when our grandfather died, he liked it. He was a Marine. He was very proud to be a Marine, and that was his thing, right?
Mhm.
And I have never, there was a time, I'll explain that, but when he died, my mom played the Marine hymn for him as he was dying, right? They took him off everything. We're letting him go. And all of his vitals were dropping. She played the Marine hymn, and he came back in full spectrum. Came right back for about 3 minutes.
Fantastic.
Like, letting us know I'm
Oxygen,
hanging here
heart
with you guys
flow.
because you did this for me. And then he went, and we're watching this on electrical vitals in the hospital. right?
Mm-hmm.
And when my grandfather died, when I was a kid, we went down into Nogales, Mexico, and we got these bracelets. I couldn't wear it. It was a sterling silver bracelet from Mexico, and I couldn't wear it, right? As I got older, I put it on, I never took it off. When he died, I was at the funeral. I told the guy, open the casket because I'm putting it in there. And they're like, well, I got to go make sure. I go, I want that casket open because it's going with them, you know? Plus, I want to make sure
Mm-hmm.
they put them in the blues and everything. And my God, when they opened up that casket, I have never in my life experienced an amount of energy that I have never. I took the bracelet, I placed it on him. Brittany was standing there.
Yep.
I couldn't even stand up. I was happy, sad, depressed, overwhelmed, smiled, crying. I collapsed. I could not take it. Was so powerful. I couldn't even take it. I had to go down to breathe. I couldn't even breathe. My cousin was there, and we were very
He
close to my
couldn't
grandfather.
move.
He
He
froze.
couldn't move.
He
He
just froze. It's
froze.
like they opened this energy. My grandfather was like, I'm here, and I'm going to show you. Boom. And I mean, we felt that. Like, I understand
We
that
all
human
did. It
emotion
was
and love, but I couldn't
insane.
move, and I was like, I was trying to breathe. I felt like it felt like somebody put a truck on me, and I was putting it down. I remember breathing, and Brittany was like trying to take pictures of him in there, and she got him. Thank God.
I did. I got
She
him.
got the perfect picture of my grandfather's badass Marine dude, and he was in
But
there
he
with his
had a
gloves. And shit. He was
smile.
fucking amazing. He looked so damn good. But I couldn't.
He
My
did.
cousin
He
was
had
like,
like a smile. He just
yeah, he was
froze.
good. He looked great. It was like, I'm here. Thank you for everything. I'll see you on the other side. Enough to
Yeah.
where, when
They
I
did
die,
him
I'll be
right.
buried right next to both of them. So I'm looking forward to that, in internal sleep. But I think at the end of the day, he came back in that room. Like you said, your mother, you felt her grab you, Dave, or whatever. You felt this
Mhm.
feeling. His way was like all the vitals rose up. It's like, doo, doo, doo. His heart started beating again from flat.
From almost flat.
He
Yeah. Like
played them
literally.
in. And then he came back, legitimately came back, and then won again. And to
Mhm.
me, man, we've been lied to our whole lives about everything. We've been
It's
lied to about
sympathetic.
every single thing. And that's why they get all these people in power can do things, and they got all this stuff. They understand the manipulation of universe. They know that the power of manifestation. They understand that. Huck's very good at that, actually. A lot of people are wondering why Huck's in a garage. Huck's actually visiting his friend or his
I'm
son.
out visiting my son.
He's visiting his son, so he had to go out in the garage so he could, make a call or whatever for us, so he could be on the show. So
Thank
people
you,
are
Huck.
wondering because they're like,
Thank you,
"Where's the
dude.
big?" Because Huck just designed his little studio, and everybody likes to see him in it now. So
Thank you, Hawk, so much.
Thank you, man.
Mm.
Thank you.
so stupid, dude. I love it.
appreciate
It's
you.
so awesome. So there's so much to this. I'm looking forward to really getting into the whole thing, and
I still don't know how to do this.
we're coming to the top of the hour, and it's been pretty cool. And I think the next level, guys, is we're going to be doing a show called the Misfits of Myth, because we're all a bunch of misfits. We all come from different walks of life and different faiths and different patterns and understandings. And I think bringing it together is going to be a very powerful tool.
Yeah, we're gonna have
we're
like
going to be a bunch of
We're gonna have fun.
like
We're
Brittany
gonna-
said, there's gonna be a lot of energy in that room. Holy shit!
And I'm gonna want to send all of you to some of the best places to get all of that energy.
I'm
out.
in.
'Cause
I'm
I want
in.
to see people
Bring it.
running.
There's some really
Send a
amazing
Hugo to
places.
pick me up. I'll be fine.
There's some really amazing places, man, and you got to really get into your mindset, because I know we'll goof around a little bit. That mindset's important. It is.
Well,
Mindset's important. Like
I've-
the gym, like anything, it's important.
So like that's the mindset thing for me is interesting because I'm kind of actually looking forward to. I'm terrified of the ghosts. Like I understand it. I believe I got all that. I've seen them. I've talked with them. And we've had that story before. But I'm actually looking forward to the mental aspect, because like mentalism is my game. Like getting down into the root of things. Like that's like when I'm counseling people. Like I have to come out of my own preconceived notions, and I have to get into their boots, and I got to get into their energy and feel everything with them, so that I can look around in there to find the solution that they're not seeing because they've been
Thanks,
in there
Frankie.
so long. So yeah, I think that's gonna be awesome. I mean,
It's gonna be
could
so
bad,
cool to
could be
see.
bad, but
It's all such and like you guys said, it's all such different backgrounds and personalities and beliefs and
Yep.
thought. I mean, we all get along because of that
Yeah.
very, very well. We're all different, but we have a lot of the same
Man.
temperament, I think.
Yeah.
Mannerisms?
We have a mentality of there's something that's been lost in this entire world, not just the country but the world. It's the matter to take someone else and understand them. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience with it because I work with animals. So I work with a plethora of different personalities and understanding of things, primates, crocodiles, kangaroos, cassowaries, things that can kill me. You have to learn to understand everything comes from a place of love. It does. And people forget that, and they want to judge everybody for everything they do. Like, you know, I have earrings, or I have this or that, or Aunt's gay,
I
or
cuss too
this guy
much.
does this, or Huck leaves his shirt unbuttoned too far, and it causes lust. I mean, there's so much shit that
I'm
people
letting
get
out
into.
cheese.
You know, yeah, you got your hammers.
Yeah,
me,
we're all
you know,
so different, but listen, that's what makes humans so great, is because
Yep.
we should be able to all believe in different things and learn what each of us believe in,
I'm with that.
right? We should learn what each of us believe in and respect the fact that that's what each person believes in, and we have much more than just those things in common. We can come to an
Absolutely.
understanding and be like, I didn't know that. Well, that's cool. I still fucking love you. That's amazing. I love that you believe in that. But that's just not where we're at. And I think that we are there. I think that people just don't talk to their neighbors enough. They don't talk to people enough, and they just are in this box, and they believe that everything that they see on TV is fact, and that's what's happening, and it's not.
I think people need to
Right,
get
Mark.
back to a point where we don't. You remember back in the day, you didn't talk politics or religion. You just kind of left. You know,
That's
you were with
what the whole show's
people.
about.
You were with people for the sake of being with the people. You know what I mean? And
Agreed.
it's one of them like,
Yep.
we can agree to disagree. And you know what's funny is everybody thinks like, oh my God, I bet when they get together, it's all about politics. No, we don't talk politics.
Actually, zero.
Yeah, zero. No.
We enjoy each other's time,
I
company,
actually don't even think
experiences.
this group really pulls out our phones when we're together.
No,
that
no.
often.
Well, dude, I was just getting asked that, like, where's all your videos with Ant when I was in Florida?
We did
there's
one.
a show. Yeah, one in the middle of the night, and it was because you started it. Like, it was just like we just don't do it. That's what real friends do.
Because I think
you know?
because I'll tell you why I believe that is, and this might hurt some feelings. I'll tell you why that is, because I don't think there's anybody sitting on this panel, any of us, that need to do that.
No,
When it's overdone, when it's
I don't even
overdone,
want to.
when it's overdone, Huck, Ant, Troy, Savage, Dave, Brittany. When it's overdone, it's because they want to be something. And that happens a lot, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I love you guys for you. I love meeting you, Savage. You and I had some great talks. Huck and I spent some time on the road together. Great time.
Yeah.
Absolutely great time.
That's what I wanna do.
We have a great relationship. Ant's
We gotta
family, I
get
love him
moving.
to death. Even when he hates me or he's mad at me, I still love him. But you know,
When the
you
heck
gotta
did
learn-
that happen?
It's a joke. It's a joke. You just gotta learn to take. You gotta learn to take everybody for who they are and love them. And when I go to see Ant, I don't want to
Family.
fucking do videos. I don't want to be fucking. Yeah, we'll fuck around a little
No,
bit.
but
do
you
some
know
funny
what?
things, But I don't.
I don't mind
But
it,
two
but
things. Yeah, but two things could be true at the same time, right? So it's like when we do them, any of us here, we do them because we genuinely want to do them together. So like, but like we
I was
like
dragged out of Ant's house. That was a lot of fun.
and it's because we have such great creative minds, because we all ended up on one panel on one show together because we had this big creative idea, because none of us can sleep without idea. But it genuinely happens. It's like, hey, okay, you guys don't know this, but when Brittany and I get together, we have like all of these weird character voices that we do, and we'll literally spend the entire day talking like those characters, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? But actually, your husband and my husband do a really good job of playing along with us the entire time.
They do. They do. They just stare.
Listen to me. The best thing I have ever seen Ant do, and I don't care if anybody disagrees, he put on like Days of Our Lives.
Oh, the
And
best.
he fucking put a towel on his head. And he
Yeah.
had a cup of coffee. He was like his mother, and he writes my mom back in the day, and that's the best. He's like, oh my God. And he's acting like his mom watching Days of Our Lives. Best character I've ever seen, honest to God. That was
Because you know what?
I felt
that
the
was my
behind
favorite
the
shit.
scenes
Or
of
when you
you
look out the
doing
window,
that.
you go up to the curtain and you go, and you're looking out the
Nah.
window like your mom with the
Nah.
wig. You're ridiculous, dude.
When
I
we
know.
went to Nashville
I
in the
love that.
van, that fucker had that British shit, that spalter tea shit fucking down like a
Oh, the beans and toast.
toast.
Oh, yes, they all talk like they're from their teeth and toast. Yeah, we were talking like that, like randomly for
Don't get me wrong.
hours. Me and Blake and I were just going at it for hours. But listen, the 80s mom was the best freaking mom. Okay?
Oh yeah.
100.
Grab my cigarettes,
mean-
honey. Get the cigarettes, honey.
Oh, my mom was like this. I mean, she would like grab her ashtray and she's like this, and she's like,
Get the fucking cigarettes.
I mean, she would be on her, and everyone's like, "Where'd you get the whole hair toss thing?" That was my mom. I mean, she would be like, "Hi, oh, I know, I can't believe what happened. Did you see it?"
Dude, whose mom?
Oh my
Mine
God,
never
it's
did.
yes.
Whose mom didn't have the phone voice, Aunt? They're talking to you like, get in your room. What are
Yes.
you doing like this? Hello.
Oh, my mom did.
Oh my God, I know. Wait a minute. And then they hang up. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no, she would put the phone. She'd be like, hold on, just a minute, Jen. Hold on, just a second. If I tell you to get your fucking room, I mean get your fucking room and get it together. I'm not fucking around anymore with you. Do you understand? I'm gonna whoop your ass or wake up your father.
That's my mom.
Yeah, anyways, no, he's just a little fucker. Yeah. I mean, that's how 80s moms were.
I love it.
Those are the best skits ever.
That
And
was
you know
my
they are.
mom.
I got to
Lindsay.
tell you, man, I am not done. I am not
The
done.
comments
with
are
Rocky
Well,
laughing,
hey,
they're
you-
laughing their butts off.
Well,
We
Troy,
will be
you
doing
said
that.
you said you wanted to do that, like, dude, every now and then in the news show in Misfits and Myth. You said you wanted to do that, like have like a rotate, and somebody comes in as a character, like I'm gone for the day, but Mickey Mouse is here or some shit.
Yeah,
You know, like-
I'm gonna dress up like an
and
80s
Ace. I'm
mom.
coming in as Rocco and Ace, dude. 100%.
Yeah, we got Rocco and Ace, and I'm doing
Vanilla
it
ice up in
100%.
this month.
hands
I
down.
sent that shit to Savage, the one in the room where it said, you know, we're Journey, the song about you left me or whatever. And I walk with the keys like, fuck, I didn't even know that was you. What the fuck? So we're definitely pulling that off. That's something we've been working on for a while. I will do that. 100% will come in. As
Yeah.
I'm down.
That will be the comedy light up for this. We'll have a great time for it because
You know,
Woo!
Brittany,
that's what
I
we want.
went
It's gonna be
through.
serious but funny. It has to be funny too. It has
Yes,
to be funny.
I went through the entire Tammy and Ant series the other day with somebody, and I don't know if you noticed, like some Tammy things got like reshared again because I like went through like old
No.
ones, talking about old ones. Yeah, and I had somebody dying the other day. Like, wait, why don't I know Tammy and Ant's story?
Saga.
I'm like, hold on, I'll bring you back to the beginning. The acting is unmatched. Unmatched.
Yeah, because most people don't even
I
know
miss
that's
our
Brittany.
shows.
I remember talking to Blake. He's like,
They
"That's your sister." I'm
don't.
like, that's my sister doing that dumb shit, dude.
I miss you.
Right.
Wait, but
I stole a
Tammy
motorcycle
should-
and lost my arm.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Aunt
lost
saw it
arms
all
and
on a
legs.
news channel.
she came and robbed Liberty out of my house. I don't even know how she did that whole AI situation. But
You
listen,
dragged me out from underneath your desk.
wait a minute, how did this turn blue? It was red.
That's
Ghosts. I'm
They're
pretty sure
letting
it's
you know.
ghosts.
That's Hank.
Ghost.
Tammy needs
Ghost.
to find Conservative Ant's new house. That would be funny.
Yeah. Oh, I should. Oh,
I got a
that's
canal
gonna be
back here. You can
dangerous.
go on a kayak.
Well, when we run down there, Brittany, when we run down there, when we got some time with Aunt, when I get down there, we'll roll down there and stuff. And
Oh yeah, we'll be down there soon. Yes.
Yeah.
Look
Aunt,
out
tell
from
me
a
you
bush.
wouldn't want to see Huck dressed up as an '80s big hair rock star with eyeliner.
Oh my God, bro.
That
That
what would his
would
name be? What would
literally-
His name? We have to call him like Strafetti.
Now, real quick,
True.
just so you know,
Esteban.
Italian.
No.
We
His name
call
is
him Axe.
Esteban.
Esteban.
Oh yeah.
My name is
I
Oh, we have to have a
wanna
funny
see-
name like Bullet.
I want to see Savage dressed up like a character.
Let's
Me too.
get
He
it.
will do it.
I
He'll
do it. I'm in. I've done
put the
characters all
lotion
a
on
lot.
the skin.
We need to do an entire show. We need to do an entire show dressed up as '80s garb, glam rock, an entire show.
Vanessa doesn't know about the Tammy and Ant series? Oh Lord.
Oh, what? Oh,
Get-
she must
strap
be telling
in.
me the new Tammy stuff.
We're gonna do it, Brittany. You better come in looking like Lita Ford.
Done. That's not a problem. I have a ton of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
in a box.
I cannot wait. We have to do that, guys. We definitely have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that for fun one time. A big.
I'm
Yeah,
looking like a
dress
pretty
me
much,
up.
We'll do
pretty
one
much a real life
Apparently-
Vince
like that.
Neil
We'll
about
all
now.
play
Blake-
stupid.
Blake Becker wants her to come to Fort Worth. Wants Tammy to come to Fort Worth. Blake just pissed.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my-
what an
what?
amazing idea where she falls into the influencer house. She stumbles upon it.
Oh my
Oh.
Lord. You have to
And
talk
we're
to,
all
like,
gonna be there.
How would Tammy
Listen.
respond? She would just stop and be like, "Oh my Lord."
I think
That
that would actually, I think she would flatline. I think Tammy would flatline.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that would be the first time that I met Tammy too. So That would be
Oh
epic.
my
Because I would be in the
God.
house too. So that's gonna be wild.
I'm telling
What
you.
if, and we have a character
Mm.
called Dick Herwell.
I
And
love Dick Orwell, dude.
Tammy and
I love that guy.
Tammy and Dick should meet each other, and Dick should interview Tammy, and y'all would kill it.
Oh yes, dude. He's the best.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that guy can put
Oh my God,
together
I
some
didn't even know
commercials.
Blake was talking about that.
Yeah, he's still going.
Listen, that would be
Everybody's
funny. That
laughing.
would really spice it up. That would spice it up for sure.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
Spicy. It doesn't
I'm
need to
here
get any
for it.
spicy. Look at Huck's got all his hamburger meat hanging out.
Tammy is just
I got
pure love and
Jesus.
chaos.
Jesus
so.
hanging out.
Maybe I'll
He
have
said,
to
"Oh,
like.
Jesus, you better stop it, son.
Hey, Aunt, remember that you
Oh,
did
that's
it?
God.
You were sitting with somebody, and I commented to you like you were like, oh, I'm here with so and so,
She's
and
never
you went to
too
turn
far
and it looked like your
away.
cross was alive. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was like strobe. It was like doosh, doosh. I was like, what is going on with this cross? What's going on here? It's like all you can see.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Well, yeah, I said something today to the guys. Should I repeat it?
Oh shit. I'll be right there.
Or should I
What
not?
happened? Let's hear it.
You were the guys. No, I said I really enjoy and love the story of Jesus Christ. I just don't think that he would like any of the people that are on the planet right now.
I agree.
Well, he didn't like him. He didn't really like him back then either.
That's
Oh.
true.
Well, I know, but all the
'Cause he was
people,
trying to
all the
change all
people
the
that,
shit, wasn't he?
all of the people he would let sit at his table, none of his followers nowadays would let them sit at their table. So
100%.
let that
Shit,
sink in.
we dine at the same table. Believe that.
We sure do, because we all have different beliefs and different backgrounds, and that's what's being a human and being a kind, normal person and just being true and genuine means.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But people
And
are
none
not
of
that way.
us.
I
and
mean,
none
trust
of
me,
us
I
are
match energy
Jesus
all day.
Christ.
I match energy all day. So if you fuck around, you will
Well,
find out. But
yeah.
until then, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be normal, you know? And then
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
one of
be
those. I'll
adorable
meet you where
group of
you want to
misfits.
go. Wherever you want to go, let's roll.
which car are we getting in? Because one's a really good ride and the other one's going off the cliff. So
Yeah.
are we Thelma and
This
Louise
bitch
in this
about to get bumpy.
motherfucker?
We would Thelma and Louise this, man. I'm just saying, if it came down to it, we would Thelma and Louise it.
We're gonna have a good time. I'm looking forward to a lot of this work coming up. We're already at a little over the top of the hour. We can let everybody get going back to their night because I know Huck plays video games all night, and I don't want to get.
I'm with I don't have an Xbox for this whole week, man.
Well, you're gonna
I'm
die,
so
dude.
proud of you.
Wow.
I'm so
How
proud
do
of
you
you.
Why's it got to be
Yeah,
like?
I fucking said it.
He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm proud of
"Boy,
you.
we gotta do this little sooner, man, because I gotta be in by 9:30. I gotta get
Playing
with my
Leisure
guy.
Suit
Then
Larry
he'll
all
get
the
stoned
time.
and he'll call me with this big headdress on. Hey, I'm going through get through that cup. What's going on, dude? Go bomb in there, man. What are you doing? All right.
Shoot
let's
this
do that. Rick,
motherfucker.
move
All right,
over there,
anyway.
dude. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let you go back to your game. But I'm looking forward to all this kind of stuff. I think we're gonna have a really good time, and we got to figure out how we're gonna do it, and we'll book it up. We'll come together on that. But yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to it. I think everybody coming in is gonna love this. They're gonna start it. We'll have it going pretty well, and you know it's going to be a slow build. Let's tell the audience we know this, but it'll be a slow build. We're going to get up. We're going to get the things lined up. Brittany has a lot of hookups. I have a lot of places I can hook us up to, and we can actually get in, and I think that's the best part. And we
So
can
where's our
spend hours
first
there getting
place?
a lot of good
That's what
stuff.
I want to know. Where are we going first?
I don't
Paul
think we,
Barker?
It's going to be a surprise for everybody.
Okay, we're gonna
That's
talk
right.
about.
We'll just everybody throw a dart at a map, and then where two darts are closest.
I think we all end up together. I know we've got
Agree.
I don't know how much time we have, but listen, Texas has a lot of really crazy spots. So if there's one evening we can get away and go to a weird spot and do a little hour film, we'll do that too.
Well, hold on. I'm going to help you out. Are you talking about the Build to Eat thing?
No, it's
No.
we're gonna
Oh,
go
just
out
a
there.
separate.
No,
I
Yeah,
was
we're
going to
gonna
say
go out there
because
anyways.
I know, but I was going to say I love Savage to death, but that is not, that situation would not be his cup of tea with all those fuckers. I'm just being honest.
That's really
I'm a
true.
dick rider.
That is not Savage's cup of tea at all. He could do this and maybe a couple others, but like
Well, we were
the
talking about-
whole shebang, he would be like, I'm blowing the house up.
Yeah, because Ant's like that sometimes.
What's
I
that?
can see him.
I love
He'll
you.
look out
I
his
love you,
room, and I'm
Savage,
like,
but
yep,
am I
don't talk to him
wrong?
right now.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. Well, remember, I'm like, yeah, it's done for the night. We're leaving. But
Oh, well, I have my own
man,
place, honey, because I'm getting the fuck out. When I'm done, Ant's done.
I know. Believe me, he's got his little stuff. He's gonna pack his bags and he'll go to his other place. He has to do it. I get it. We're lucky. That's why I told Huck we got to get out of there a little bit. Not that anybody was bad at all. It's just,
No.
I am not. I am probably the least most people person here, and I did what I had to do. And everybody's like, "Why are you so quiet?" Because I'm just taking it in. You know, you gotta. You know,
It can get overwhelming for us too, people. I don't think people quite understand is like we love meeting people, we love being with each other. But when there's so much, like Brittany will say, so much energy in one place, and then we meet so
It's gonna
many
be overwhelming.
people, it's like we're
Sucks the life out of you.
oh my god, so overwhelmed. And it can it's like and we put on our game faces when we do this.
Well, because
Like when
people
we
forget, they're so excited, man. And I don't want to take
and
that
we
away
want
from
them to
anybody
have
watching.
that.
They're so excited to see somebody. Be
So
like, we
am
get
I.
to spend time with each other, you know. But you
Yeah.
know, you got people that see you and love what you do, and then they get to be around you, and they get overwhelmed. And sometimes they don't realize that it's a lot, and it's not their fault. And that's why when I very first saw Huck come in the room, he's like, all right, we were at Ant's store. He's like, all right, man, we got to put his face back on. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna smile like we love it. And he did. He put on his professional game face and he went back out there and did it, you know, and then he got to come back, got to take a breather, and it goes back. Everybody takes a breather. And sometimes it's not that people are bad. It's just a lot of
It was
energy is a
beautiful.
lot. Good energy is a lot too.
And,
It's a lot.
and
Well,
I
that's
said,
car
well,
shows for me. I've met tens of thousands of people at car shows because of my builds. I totally get
It's a lot,
it. Like
right? It's
just
a lot.
when you look out and you got a fucking line all the way down fucking McCormick center aisle waiting to see you, and you're like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. I mean, yeah. Oh fuck.
I don't mind. Listen, man, I just want everybody to know that we're human. I'm human. And when people come up to me like we're some sort of godlike entity, makes me extremely uncomfortable.
we're just normal people. Just
I
keep
get
that in
really
mind.
uncomfortable with that, Ant. I don't like that. When they're like, oh, here, like, it's like, listen, I'm a human, man. We're humans.
I know.
When you want
And
to learn,
listen,
let's talk. Let's communicate. Don't
I've
work.
I understand it a little bit now as time goes on because we were just sitting here talking about our 80s moms, okay?
Yes.
And let me just put it into perspective, and I know that we're coming up to the end of the show. If Doogie Howser or somebody from Young and the Restless at that time would have walked into the grocery store while my mom was shopping, she would have probably fell to the ground. She would have fell to
Like
the
people
ground.
did when they saw Elvis.
Because
Yeah.
Elvis is Elvis. That is a legend. I'm talking about like your normal just people on TV, right? Or say let's say like I don't know, Phil Donahue. Okay, somebody who's just got a show, right? They just got a show.
That's awesome.
My mom would be like, "Oh my God, it's Phil Donahue, it's Sally Jesse Raphael." It's like
Did you say
she
Phil
would have fell
Donahue?
out, right?
What he just said.
He said Phil Donahue. I love it, dude. Tonight on Donahue.
But because in that time period, what they saw was what they saw on their TV every single day. Well, nowadays it is the scroll generation. So they don't really like TV as much anymore. They like all of the personalities and all the people that
This is their television.
But they now have a connection because we talk back to them. We're able to
Yes.
communicate back to them. So we're like, oh my God, you too, love you too, sweetie, blah, 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 blah. We're commenting back and forth. So now when they end up in, say, my store, or they end up at an event where Hawk, myself, you, Britt, we're all together, they're like, oh my God, like their mind fucking implodes in a very genuine, sweet, good way. Because there's people that I run into sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, be normal, be normal, be normal. Hi, how are you? I'm Anthony. So nice to meet you. And I want to implode. So I get it. It's just with any normal situation, when you're talking to people in general, whether you're famous, you're just in general, throughout the whole day, if you're a teacher, you get drained at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Because that energy comes back to you, right? Like I can relate, Ant, because I'll tell you one thing. We were doing a Spooky Empire convention. I met this woman. She started talking to me. I've told everybody this story before, but I'll tell you my feeling of it. So she's like, "Oh, I want you to meet my husband," and it ended up being Joey Belladonna of Anthrax, a band that I used to love when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
So I got to meet him, and I said, "Listen, I just want to tell you this because I feel like I need to tell you. I grew up in a time where we were all pieces of shit. We're all going to hell. We're worthless scumbags, and you were the only light we had as youth. And I want to thank you for that, because the stuff you talked about and the way you led us got us through those dark moments. And I think there's still people alive today because of people like you that didn't off themselves because they were told they were worthless or their hair was too long or they were
Right.
disgusting. And when he was like, hey man, I'm just a human like you, and I just want to do rock and roll and make everybody happy. That was such an overwhelming feeling for me, dude, to meet someone like that. So I get it. And I want to be respectful, but I'm like, man, it was just
Oh, we
cool. And I
love you.
had to say
We
it.
love you,
And I
Mary.
love that part, dude. And
Yeah, and
so I
Cliff,
understand it.
we've all had, and yeah, we've all had this conversation before, right? Like some days,
Yep.
over this long span of everything that we've been doing, some days I'm like, why the fuck am I going on my phone and making videos? Like, what is this about? Right? I'm like, I'm a grown man. I'm making videos. What the fuck am I doing? And then you get that message from somebody, and you're like, thank you so much. Your video saved my life today.
100%.
I got that.
I've
got
got that.
just a fucking video of me beating up my phone.
Carries.
Okay. It took everything in that person to get through that day, and they were going to end it. And then they saw Cliff's video, or Cliff sent them a really, really sweet message that day because he fucking cares about people. Or Huck had his live where he's doing his smoking, or he's talking to people or whatever. And they need that. They need that outlet. So then you remember, and you remind yourself, you're like, hold on, wait a minute. I have to do this.
Yes.
This is why we're doing this.
Yes.
This isn't about me. I can give a fuck. If I put it down tomorrow, I listen. I wish my Facebook feed was all 25 of the most random people in my family showing me their chicken parmesan dinners from the night before. That was such an easy time. Okay,
yeah.
I really wish.
Parmesan dinners.
I'm using that as an example because I actually like chicken parmesan.
I told Dave the other day, I was like, my whole goal for life is to get something rolling good enough where I can just shut social media down or pay some nobody to fucking run it for me.
Yeah,
social media is the most toxic environment on earth. So
it is. But
It is.
That's
Like
why you
Ant
have to
said.
navigate it, man. That's why you
But
got
it's
to
like-
navigate it.
no,
gotta
you
make
don't.
it good.
You just got to be real. That's the thing is like,
I
that's where
agree.
everybody tells me to navigate. I don't need to navigate. I'm going to come here and I'm going to do my thing. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it, but I'm going to do my thing. I don't need to navigate all of that.
I navigate what I look at. I go through stuff and I just won't watch it, man. I'll go through it. I just don't want to see it.
Oh yeah, all the people
what I'm
that
saying?
send you a dozen reels a day like
Yeah,
this.
ridiculous
Please
stuff.
interact.
And you
Well,
know,
here's this thing. So that there's that side of it too, Cliff. And so a lot of us can handle and not handle it, or we handle it in different ways. And I think what we have to remember is, so that side of it, that really means nothing. It's everybody that's in the chats that means something to us, because these people are literally genuinely people that they support you. They want you to succeed. They have nothing to gain from it besides that good feeling of, I love watching these guys. I love to see what the next thing going on. Everybody else that's trying to do or doing the same thing that we're doing, they're just trying to do the same thing, I guess. And they're not necessarily, we're not doing this for them. They can do whatever the fuck they want. At the end of the day, it's not for them. Okay. Right. And so we have to remember to separate the two, because it's easier said than done. Trust me, because it's agony. But not everybody that I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the creator world in general. That is like working in a building of X amount of employees, and you're like, oh my god, if that bitch comes up to me in the lunchroom today, I'm gonna bash her face in. Right? You're like, holy shit. But you can't, right? I mean, you can. We're in a different realm, whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just saying, it's like, it's more about what's going on here in the comments with these great people, as opposed to those motherfuckers that are sending us reels all the time that are like,
so let's say, like, because something got touched on, or we touched it all over the place about how, like,
show me where it touched you on the bottle.
Right there. Okay.
Sorry.
But so my cup of tea is not being surrounded by 100 dick riding influencers trying to make it on the internet. When this show gets to a level where they all want to be involved in it? Is it Cliff, fuck you because you don't want to be, or because I believe? Because that's a lot of it. What it is people believe things about me that aren't necessarily fully true. So is this going to become like, oh, it's going to be an influencer party, and Cliff, you can sit in the hotel room if you want, you know? Or
No. This is a different. No. This is a totally different situation. So this is us. That's it. There's no guest influencers coming to travel with us. There's no.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm just, you know.
No.
I'm just saying, if I'm not invited one place, I don't want that place invited where I am. You know what I mean?
Like Ant said, this is our shit. This is ours. This is something that too many people have waited far too long for us to all come together. Okay, there's too many people in these comment sections that have waited for this group to put something together. We are not fucking up. This is not for everybody. This is for us. This is for them. Okay.
Right. And there are, and listen, and to based off that point, there are other shows with creators that are doing so. Built to Eat is that.
Absolutely.
And Blake, and it's a good time. It's
a great
fun.
show.
But at the end of the day, it's Blake and I's show.
Yeah.
It is. It's Blake and I's show. It's nobody else's show. We are giving people the opportunity to come to these things so they can network for themselves. But at the end of the day, it's Blake and Ann. There's no Blake, Ant, and all y'all motherfuckers. Okay. So but that's what they might think that at one point. And then they're gonna be like, ooh, and then they're gonna have to sit down because it's not their show.
No.
We are giving them an opportunity to come and be part of the show so that they can network and meet people. But ultimately, this was something that was built because I think people are confused. When we started off on social media, we wanted a whole universe of other type of shows, shopping, food for more of the independent pro-American people, right? That's how it started. Not that our show here is political at all, but just kind of giving you a basis, okay?
Yep.
So now we have a travel show where we're now traveling. The hosts are Anthony Raimondi and Blake Becker of Built to Eat. The extras and the people that we would like to come, and they would definitely benefit from networking, being brought with us, part of the original team, all that stuff, so they can also meet people and then build stuff as well. We're including that so that they can do that. We want to create that world for everyone. We want to include that.
Well, I'd like to thank you and Blake, honestly.
Absolutely.
For even opening the doors for us to even join you at that. Thank you.
And the reason why I say it this way, Huck, is because it's got to be even keel across the whole board, right? So I can't cherry pick all of my favorite friends that are my influencers and be like, well, but this person is also a staple of this, and this person is no, because it's the same thing like here, right? There's us, and that's it. So all of the guests of the other shows or show or whatever are given the opportunity to be on the show. That's the model for that show. This is our model for our show. There's not going to be somebody else.
Fans. You got better odds of the fans getting to come kick it with us than you do.
That is something that and actually Blake and I, we do choose one fan, which see people were not at the house when we did that. We brought two fans that actually were both at the Mandalay Bay shooting. We brought them shooting with us. Actually, some of you guys might have been there. I think Huck was. And nobody knew who they were, but Blake and I picked them from a group of people that
I remember that. Yes.
And it just so happened that they were both saving people at Mandalay Bay. So we said, hey, we want to fly you guys out to be Built to Eat. So now there's going to be another family when we go to Texas that we're going to help. It's probably going to be a veteran or first responder. So this is what I mean. So there's people think that this is a big fucking TikTok or an Instagram meetup. There's so many layers and levels behind it.
That's what it gets put to everybody. I've got friends that have been invited to your shit before by other people, and that's what it's sold at is as an influencer gathering.
It's not.
Yeah, that's beyond that.
Yeah, and that's what I was want to make sure with Blake too. And we're gonna put that guideline out there because when I'm there, I'm working from 8 to 4. I am working. If everybody goes out and does their shit after, that's on y'all. If we have an event where people can come out to that event, this isn't really for the influencers. This is for everybody that's commenting here.
Right.
Which way am I on? Link.
They're
Because
all
we
set.
we want to meet them, and we want to give them the opportunity to meet everybody that they want to meet. It just so happens we have a lot of cross followers, and they want to meet them too. So
Right.
it just works that way. You know what I'm saying? But we want to try and help some type of organization when it comes to first responders or pro America, America First, or whatever it is in the fold. All these people that think they're getting invited, when they get there, they won't make it through the red rope. So they need to consult with the original people if they're listening, whoever's invited.
People. Oh my gosh.
Can I touch on something quick? Just for everybody watching, like this is like we were saying, this isn't just some TikTok meet and greet bullshit. This is
But that's
this is,
what it seems like, Huck.
and I get that, but this is a business. This is a brand. This is we're trying to bring a variety of entertainment to you individuals that is above some TikTok 30-second bullshit. We all on the same page?
I don't even post on TikTok, so you're talking.
Yeah, I got banned and I
What,
never
what,
went back.
what I was being is we're trying to bring you guys some, like for those of you that are part of my that are part of my community, I've become a staple in your life for Coffee Talk, 420 Heart to Heart, and Jesus, right? I do 60 shows a month for you guys, right? This is something that's even bigger than that for you guys. I mean, that's
It's an additional thing that you're
Absolutely.
involved in for
Absolutely.
sure. And you're giving people the opportunity to come out and see you, and that's what it's there. That's what it's in place for.
No, but I'm talking about what we're building here too with the Misfits.
Yeah. All of
Like
it. All
everything that we do is for you guys. It's not. It's to bring another level of entertainment because we're all tired of this ignorant shit that happens every day. And we try to build families, communities, and we try to because we do pay attention to our comments. We do see who you guys want to see together. We figure we bring this together, and it will be an amazing.
That's
thing.
one of the reasons I said. That's one of the reasons I said to Blake Becker, like, "Are you sure you want me to come, man?" I'm like, "Nothing like that. Are you sure?" And then he's like, "Yeah."
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Cliff?
What's that?
Nobody even knows the type of videos that me, you, and Troy send to each other because they have nothing. They have nothing to do with our own content.
No, they don't. Some.
Well, that's
I'm
part
stopping
of the
that
beautiful thing about this show is that it has nothing to do with our content.
I know. I love that. And that's and look, and so to recap, because we can go on all day and all night about this. To recap, this is why this is so great because we are bringing in a lot of us who are all very, very different, and we are not bringing politics into it because
no
I
politics,
think
no religion,
politics.
everybody because everyone's fucking tired.
We're done.
I'm fucking tired. I think they all are crap. Every single last one of them on both sides. And I'm done with it. If you want to go see that content, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram. But guess what? It ain't gonna happen here. I'm just looking for ghosts.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm looking for other things,
right?
secret societies and some
some
cryptids.
good. Some good.
Yes, we're trying to entertain y'all with some stuff because a lot of y'all don't understand. Is like nobody pays attention. They see the characters that we play online, the entertainment that we bring with whether it's political comedy, whatever. But they don't know us as a person. They don't know the fact that I love horror shit. My entire body is nothing but horror tattoos. I love horror. That's my thing. But nobody knows that. Nobody knows that I want to go out here and play together. You know when Troy drove me to Boot Hill? My favorite movie growing up was Monster Squad. Some of you have no clue what that movie is. Okay, Wolfman's got nards. Wolfman's got nards. Okay, that's all I should have to say to take your ass back to that movie. Wolfman's got nards. Okay,
Ant would fucking love.
Google that movie, Monster Squad. Troy took me back when I got to go to Boot Hill. And we're ghost hunting. I felt like I was on a Monster Squad or something for a minute. Like I was ready for something just to pop out on me, dude. Like you brought my childhood back with that, and that's what we're hoping to bring to you guys. So
can we do me a favor and not bring any of my childhood back to me?
Yeah, no.
Well, I'm talking about the good shit. Okay,
I'm just
Clearly,
joking.
he didn't have any good shit, bro. We have to. Go ahead, Cliff. Listen, I'm gonna recreate your childhood for you and make it fabulous.
Oh God!
And my dad.
He's
and my dad. But
he's
your
gonna-
child is
he's
cool.
Yeah.
But what am I going to tell this kids at school when they
this is
ask
my
my two
win.
dads?
This is my wing. I'm putting you under it. Remember?
God, you better deodorant that wing, son.
Oh, I smell delicious. Don't worry about that.
I'm
And
gonna
I
put
agree.
you in a onesie and put you in a big old stroller, and we'll start there.
That would be
Adult
him in a
babies. I've been
bonnet would
looking
be
at fucking,
insane.
you know.
Now, he didn't elaborate if they had an opening on the back end or not. I'm just saying.
Oh, that bitch is open.
Yeah. It's only got an opening about this big, though. You know. This is coming off the rails pretty quickly.
Are you sure all of you guys in the comments want to see us together on film in scary locations and stuff?
I do.
You know,
I'm
I
just
don't know if they
saying.
do or not.
I do.
I'm just,
You got it. Nostalgia is awesome, and that's a lot of that people like to see nostalgia. That's why when Ant and I were doing the '80s stuff, he was killing it. People love that because that was a good time for us. For me.
Oh, I do. I love the nostalgia side of it.
Aunt is your new 80s mom.
80s mom.
Oh, girl.
More of a Saved by the Bell tightroll kind of guy.
Okay.
But I
My
get,
Zach.
just to put a cap on, I get what Ant's saying, man, and yeah,
My
I think it's a great
Zach.
show, and we're all willing to
Zach.
support and help any way we can with that.
Was there
because
anybody else?
That's cool. I totally get it, man. You gotta definitely do that with shows, and I work. It's tough, and the industry's tough. I work in the real TV world, so does Brittany, and that's a whole. I was telling Huck, that's a whole different.
Whole different
like,
game.
You can have the greatest ideas, and you're up against 6 million people.
Did you show her the intro yet?
The
title
no, I have
Oh,
not.
can we play that?
Can we play the intro for the people?
I almost got the audio done. Like I
No,
probably
we have
got
to wait
about
till we
another
get it
hour
done,
and a
but
half.
we will definitely throw the intro up when we can.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
fucking
it's a
excited
tough thing.
for that.
This is ours. We can mold this however we want, and we can do it a totally different way. The same way you're doing Built to Eat, Ant, you and Blake. I think it's a really good way to do things. You've got all the right players in the team.
Yeah, it's just a different model. It's a different model.
Amen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've got it right, and it's yours, right? And
Yeah.
that's important.
And look,
once it
we're
gets
going
over to
based
other
off-
things. It's a problem.
Yeah. And look,
I'm
and
telling
what,
you.
yeah, and look, what people have to understand a little bit too is Blake and I both own businesses, local businesses. We have a lot of sponsors that came local from South Florida. This is also the influencer element of it is what our sponsors have. What they want that. They want to see that. So a lot of the sponsors that are sponsoring these trips, and they want to not only have us cover the food places, but they are also big fans of a lot of the content creators that are involved in the situation, right? So you have to also make your sponsors happy
Absolutely.
in an ethical way, right? They're not
Right.
asking us to do anything crazy or out of line. It's just like, hey, we really like all the influencers together. Can we also facilitate that in some of the commercials for us when you guys go out there? Absolutely, not a problem. These motherfuckers been dying to pull their phones out together. I'll fucking make that shit happen
He's
for
not
you.
wrong.
Jose.
He's not
Yeah.
wrong. We work well together. And what's funny is like Ant and I, we've only been together a couple times. Troy and I a couple times. You know what I mean? I haven't got to meet Savage and Dave and Brittany yet, but that's coming real quick. You know what I mean? But for those of us that haven't really had a lot of together time, we work fucking well together. Like our first interaction with Ant and I, Ant looked at me and said, I'm going to need a minute. I said, I got this. And we basically folded into a rotation
We sure did.
of pictures and shaking babies and kissing fucking hands and shit. And that's just what we fucking did, right?
I'm pretty sure I did not want to kiss nobody's baby. I'm like, listen, my nieces and nephews are enough. Get your fucking kids out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very nice. I'm very nice. No, I'm nice. But yeah, you're right. We did switch up. We do. And it's great. You are a very good there's a lot of people that can be peoply. You do it really well. Hawk, you do it very well. Actually, I think a lot better than me. I get a little tight.
And I usually just carry alligators, so I don't have to.
I
do
make
anything.
faces a lot.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
hide your
Fix your
shit. I
face,
got a
sweetie.
poker face. You can't. All
Yeah.
Ant's got to do is look at me with this, and I'm like, go to the fucking back.
I'm like,
I got
yeah,
this.
I'm like this. I'm like,
I'm
out. Fix your face. Out. I'm like,
like, get out of here.
Hey, Troy, I just
Good shit,
want to say thank you for having me on tonight. I unfortunately have to dip because at 3:30 in the morning comes very quickly.
Yeah, you have a good night, Hammer.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna probably pass right out.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
beat it
pretty well
today.
ended
It's
anyways.
good seeing you, Hammer.
yeah.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. It's great talking.
We'll be seeing you here soon, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
good
producer.
night,
That's producer Dave. For those of you that don't know, that is producer Dave. So
Yeah.
definitely follow our boy here. We're gonna be doing a lot
Okay,
together.
Nikki.
Have a good night, brother.
Have a good night. We'll talk.
Good night, my friend.
All right, brothers.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And that'd be a way to work things in, because there's a lot of stuff doing this is going to take over. Like you said, this is Savage. You definitely want to, do it right and build it up something big so you don't have to get away from that stuff. And that might
We
even help
lost
Dave
comms.
too,
Or
No,
did
it-
Huck
So you
just
don't have to
lose
work so
mom?
damn hard. 3:30 in the morning
I
getting
can't
up
hear
sucks
Troy now.
ass.
Yeah.
One person
So
leaves
there's
and
a
now
lot to
Huck
it.
can't
And-
hear
Poor
you.
Brittany.
What's that?
Huck can't hear anybody now
I
that
got
one
you.
person
Damn,
left.
Dave. Hey, you took the whole fucking comms with you, bro.
I hear you. So I'll just close the show. I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Can't hear shit.
Thanks.
That was great. But I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging with us tonight. It was really good to bring everybody on and put on our new stuff. I'm looking forward to it, having fun with everyone, and really getting going.
Fucking
So
Dave.
we appreciate
It's like
it.
a
So
fucking
thanks,
silent
everybody.
film.
But I just love it, and I want to appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you guys for supporting.
Thank you,
each and every
guys.
One of
His
us.
face
Thanks
is
for
covered
seeing
in
us,
blood.
listening to all our
Tommy.
BS, and hopefully we can bring you some really good stuff. And we hope you have a great evening and good night.